Good morning, students. Today in this video, we are going to discuss the topic of quantitative aptitude, and the name of the topic is number system. Number system based topic, that is divisibility. So, students, divisibility is very important for the examinations like government examination, bank, SSC, insurance, CAT, MAT, GRE, etc. And as well as if the end term and midterm exam is concerned. So students, let us discuss the rules based on the divisibility, so that we can implement the rules in the questions, right? So students, let us start. Okay, so students, as we know that there are certain number of properties of numbers. So first of all, let me tell you that we have discussed this three kind of properties, that is basics, factors, and LCM HCF. And after this, in this video, we are going to discuss the fourth thing, that is divisibility. So students, before starting divisibility, I would like to tell you some rules. So students, when talking about the rules of divisibility, so students, there are certain rules. So let me discuss first of all the divisibility rule of 2, 4, 8 or 16, right? So students, the divisibility rule of 2, 4, 8, 16 is very simple. For this, you have to check the digit of the numbers, last one digit of the numbers. If the number made by the last one digit is divisible by 2, then the number will be divisible by 2. If the number made by the last two digit is divisible by 4, then the number will be divisible by 4. If the number made by the last three digit is divisible by 8, then the entire number will be divisible by 8. And if the number made by last four digit is divisible by 16, then the entire number will be divisible by 16, right? So this is the basic thing that we can implement while solving the question. Second thing, important, we should know second rule, that the divisibility rule of 3 and 9. Why we are putting 9 with 3? Because the divisibility rule of 9 is approximately same as the divisibility rule of 3, right? What is the rule? The rule of 3 and 9 is the sum of the digits of the numbers, sum of the digits of the number divisible by 3 or 9, remainder should be 0, right? So this is very basic thing. Let us discuss some example here, so that we can have the better clarity. If I put the example and I write the number 637281, right, and I have to find the divisibility, check the divisibility by 3. So one thing, we can add the numbers and thereafter we can divide by 3 and find if the remainder is 0, then the number will be divisible by 3. Otherwise, number will not be divisible by 3. One alternate method of doing the same thing is, let us take the pair of two digits where the sum of the digits we get 3 or the multiple of 3 in case of divisibility by 3, right? Let me tell you once again. Let us take the pair of two digits where we get the sum of the digits 3 or a multiple of 3, right, and cut those numbers. Same with the 9. Take the pair of two digits wherein the sum is either 9 or sum is a multiple of 9, right? So here, if we check the divisibility by 3, so if we add 8 plus 1, this will be 9. 9 will be divisible by 3 and 9 both. If we take 7 plus 2, so 7 plus 2 will be 9. 9 will be divisible by 3 and 9 both. Thereafter, if we take 6 and 3, so sum is 9. 9 will be divisible by 3 and 9 both. So students, we can say that entire number will be divisible by 3 and 9 both. right? Now let's check the number where you have to find the remainder. For example, 2516 2 okay, let us take 2753 4 6. This is the number, right? And the question is you have to find the remainder when divisible by 9. So students, the question is very simple. You can take the pair of two digits and find the remainder. First of all, take 2 and 7, the sum will be 9, right? Thereafter 5 and 4, the sum will be 9. Thereafter 3 and 6, the sum will be 9. So students, we can say that when dividing this number by 9, remainder will be 0. Okay, let us discuss the third rule here. Third rule of divisibility is very simple. I think you people must know divisibility rule of 5. Divisibility rule of 5 is very simple, that the unit digit of the number should be either 0 or 5, right? Unit digit of the number should be either 0 or 5. So the number will be divisible by. Okay. Let us discuss the fourth rule here. The divisibility rule of 11. A number will be divisible by 11 if I have three rules of divisibility by 11. Let us check, students. Sum of the digit at odd places minus sum of the digit at even places, divide by 11 and remainder should be 0. This is the first rule. This is the first rule. Sum of the digits at odd places minus sum of the digit at even places, divided by 11, remainder should be 0. In most of the cases, first rule is used, but not everywhere. Second rule I can write here, that sum of the rules at odd triplets. What is triplet, students? Triplet is the number formed by the three digits. So we can write here sum of the digit at odd places minus sum of the digit at even triplets, divide by 11 and remainder should be 0, right? And third rule of the divisibility by 11 is also there. This is subtract the last digit from remaining digit, right? Keep on subtracting the last digit from the remaining digit. In the last, the number we get, if it is divisible by 11, then the entire number will be divisible by 11. Otherwise, number will not be divisible by 11. So students, let's check with the example. If we check with the example, okay, in the example we can see the in the questions only, right? So these are the basic rules that student must know before doing the questions of divisibility. Apart from this, there are some rules of divisibility of composite number. Composite number means the number that is made up of which have more than two prime factors, right? For example, if we check the number 12, this is a composite number. For this number, for checking the divisibility by 12, you will have to check the divisibility by 4 and 3, right? Like this, if you have to check the divisibility by 36, so you have to check the number divisibility by 9 and 4. Likewise, if you have to check the divisibility by 72, so you check the divisibility by 8 and 9, right? Because we have the individual rule of divisibility by 4, individual rule of divisibility by 3, and likewise in 36 also, and 76, 72 also, right? Okay. Apart from this, there are some rules of divisibility of prime numbers. What are the prime numbers, students? Prime numbers start from 2, 3, 5, 7, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, etc. Right? So here we have discussed the divisibility rule of 2, 3, 5 and 11. Right? Apart from this, there are some numbers. People should know the divisibility rule of this number. So I will be discussing the divisibility rule of this numbers in the next video, students. So let us discuss some question based on the rules that we have discussed so far. Our first question is, what is the least value of x so that 2, 3, x, 5, 7 is divisible by 3? So students, if we check the divisibility rule of 3, what is that? This is sum of the two digit divisible by 3. So if we check the sum of the two digit 2 and 7, there is 9. 9 will be divisible by 3, right? Remaining two digit, if we check 3 plus 5, this is 8. What number will we have to add in 8 so that it is divisible by 9? So students, we can simply say that 8 plus 1, that is 9. So we'll have to add 1 in 8, right? Next question, we can say question number 12. This is what is the least value of p so that 1, 2, 3, p, 5, 7, 8 is divisible by 11. So students, we have discussed the divisibility rule of 11. That is sum of the digit at odd places minus sum of the digit at even places. Divide by 11, remainder should be 0. So when talking about the places, even places or odd places, uh, we start we start counting from the unit digit at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So sum of the digit at odd places minus 5, 8 plus 5, 13, 13 plus 3, 16, 16 plus 1, 17, minus 7, 7 plus p plus 2, that is 9 plus p, right? Divide by 11. If we further check it, so we will get 8 minus p divided by 11. And a student, what number we will have to subtract from 8 so that it should be divisible by 8? The number itself will be 8, because the least number that will be divisible will be 0, right? So students, we can come to the next question. The question is, what is the least value of x so that 2x 5472 is divisible by 9? So students, a very simple question. Take the 2 pair, 7 plus 2, 9, 5 plus 4, 9, 2 plus what number? 7, right? Okay, let us take the next question. The next question we have is, find the value of mod a minus b if 32a4873b is divisible by 72, right? So students, we have already discussed the divisibility rule of composite number. Likewise, we have the number 72. So we have to check the divisibility by 8 multiplied by 9. 8 and 9 both, right? So students, one we have the number 32A4873B. So first we check the divisibility by 8. So we will get the value of B. Let us check 8 9 is 72, remainder 1. What number we will have to put in place of B? So we will have to put the value 6 because 8 to the 16. Okay. Thereafter, check the divisibility by 9 and find the value. Okay, let us take two pairs, 3 plus 6 9, 2 plus 7 9. Thereafter 4 plus 8 12, 12 plus 3 15, 15 plus 3, 15 plus 3 will be 18. That means the value of A will be 3 here, right? So students, we can check the value of mod A minus B. So mod A minus B, if we check mod 3 minus 6, and the value will be 3. Because students, in mod, the value that is in negative, it is converted into the positive value, and the value that is in negative, that is in positive, remains positive, right? So students, let us discuss one more question. Question number 6 here. He is saying that how many numbers of the form 3 4a 5b are divisible by 36. So students, we have already used the divisibility rule of 36. For the divisibility rule of 36, we will have to check the divisibility by 4 and 9 individually. Let us check the number. We have 3 4a 5b. First check the divisibility by 4. If we check the divisibility by 4, then the possible value of b is last two digit and remainder. 4 1 is 4, remainder 1, and 4 3 is 12. That means if we put the value of b as 2, so the number will be divisible by 4. And as well as 4 4 is 16. That means if we put the value of b 6 here, we can get the divisibility by 4 also. Thereafter, if we check for the value of a here, so what can be the value of a? Let us check. Uh, now, now let us take this question as uh, 2 plus 5 7, 7 plus 7 14, 14 plus what number? 14 plus 4 we will get, right? Okay. Thereafter 5 plus 6 11, 11 plus 7 18. That means if we put the value 0, then also we will get the divisibility by 9. Or if we put the value 8 here, then also we will then also we will get the divisibility by 9. So students, he is saying that how many numbers? So three numbers of the form we can get. Okay. Thereafter, we have six question. He is saying that find the remainder when 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4 5 5 5 6 6 6 7 7 7 8 8 8 9 9 9 divisible by 11, right? So so students, let us check the rule. Sum of the triplets at odd places minus sum of the triplets at even places should be divisible by 11. So let us do the question. 1 plus 3 4, 4 plus 5 9, 9 plus 9 18. Yeah, 25 5 right? Thereafter, uh, 555, and when divided by 11, so students, we will get the remainder as 5, right? Okay. Let us do one more question. Question number 7. The question is, what number should we subtract from this number if it is to be perfectly divisible by 8 plus 3? If it is, what number should be subtracted from this if it is to be perfectly divisible by x plus 3, right? Okay. So I was on the question, question number 7. He is saying that what number should be subtracted from this if it is to be perfectly divisible by x plus 3. So can you think what should be the answer of this number? What number should be subtracted from this number if it is to be perfectly divisible by x plus 3? Okay, if it is to be perfectly divisible by x plus 3, the meaning is very simple, that this number will have a factor x plus 3 is equal to 0. Am I right? That means when value of x should be x is equal to minus 3, right? That means if we put the value of x as minus 3 here, we will get the number that is to be subtracted from this number, so that it is to be perfectly divisible by x plus 3. So students, let us check. Right? So answer of this question will be 42. So students, I guess the question will be clear. Okay. Let us discuss one more question based on the divisibility. The question is question number 8. And the question is, how many natural numbers below 660 are divisible by 5 and 11 but not 3? Right? So students, let us go through the approach. How many natural numbers below 660 are divisible by 5 and 11? So students, if the number is divisible by 5 and 11, so the number should be divisible by the LCM of 5 and 11, that is 55, right? If we check how many numbers below 660 are divisible by 55, so just divide 660 by 55. So if we divide 660 divided by 55, so 55 1 is 55, so the remainder is 11, and 55 2 ja, so here the remainder is 0. That means till 660, how many numbers are there that will be divisible by 55? Till 660 there will be 22 numbers. But he is saying that how many numbers below 660, that means we don't have to take 12 number here. We have to take 11 number here, because he is not asking from the number till 660, below 660. Okay. He's saying that how many natural numbers below 660 are divisible by 5 and 11 but not 3. So, students, let's check the number divisible by 3 till 660. How many numbers? How many numbers will be divisible by 3? How many natural numbers below 660 were divisible by 5 and 11 but not 3? So students, now let us take the LCM of 5, 11 and 5, 11 and 3. When taking the LCM of 5, 11 and 3, the number we will get 165, right? 165. And now check the quotient when dividing 660 by 165. So when dividing this, so we will get how much we will get? 4. Okay, so remind 4. But again he is saying that how many numbers below 660? So number will be 3, right? So student, just subtract 3 from 11. We will get the answer that uh, the number below 660 are divisible by 5 and 11 but not 3. So 8 numbers will be there, right? So students, that's all for the today's lecture. We have discussed the divisibility rules. We have discussed 8 questions. Now there are some questions, 4 5 questions for you people. Only 3 questions are there of divisibility. You just try this question. If you have any doubt in any question, so we will be discussing on in the next video, right? Okay, then thank you so much students. Thank you so much for being connecting.